Okay, tubes. So, how's she going today? So, today it's pretty nice out. It's 20 above, and there's no wind. So it's not too bad. So, I just got a little bit of bitching. It's nothing major, but it's just something I think is stupid, and yeah, it's just stupid. So, as you guys know, me and my sister split a payment for a video game for me, and of course now free shipping. That's just standard shipping bullshit, crap like that. And it's unbelievable. They don't really. Apparently, since the package was so small, that the tracking number that they gave me doesn't even work. Apparently, it's I guess like UPS's tracking number. It's not for us. So I mean, I don't know what the hell's going on, but it just from what they were saying, it just wasn't right. So I don't know. I've been trying to like track my package just to see where it is, so then I can calculate when it probably should show up. And since it's like standard shipping and everything, they're gonna just, of course, take their damn time, which is kind of stupid, but whatever. It's free shipping, I guess. So, but I don't know what's wrong with their tracking bullshit. And the one guy claims that since it's such a small package that they're not going to that the tracking numbers just is not going to work for me. And why even give me the goddamn tracking number? And then then I called UPS. This was today, even though it's Saturday. They're still open on a Saturday. I had asked some questions. They're like, well, this tracking number that they gave me isn't even working, and I think it's supposed to be for UPS. But I think that's UPS's tracking number. But you see, you think that they would both share the same thing, but I guess not. I don't know. So it's hard for me to explain to you guys, but it ain't right. And apparently, since it's a small package, I have ordered games from Best Buy before. That's actually where I got Beyond Two Souls from, was Best Buy, and I got that here with no problem. So apparently they're not really supposed. I guess they're not really going to do that anymore or something. I don't fucking know. It's stupid. Whatever the hell they're doing. I don't know what's up with that. But But he told me when it should arrive, and he says that if it doesn't show up after that, then I'm supposed to call back and either I guess claim a loss on it or I guess like reorder it again. So, but I don't know. It's probably because it's getting so close to the holiday now. And everyone's ordering their shit, for Christmas and for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's past now, but stuff like that. It gets to be kind of a hectic month. So I don't know. They're stupid. Stupid mailing things, bullshit. They said that it's apparently it's going to be shipped out by UPS, and then by the time it gets to my neck of the woods, it's going to be switched over to mail. Then it's going to come by the mail since it's such a small package. So, whatever. So, yeah. And everyone's stupid light, don't die me. Everyone's telling me to go with a bigger winch for Big Red. I don't need a bigger winch. It's not really the problem. Savage No More said that there shouldn't be a problem, running a bigger winch on the wiring that's there now. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. And another guy was telling me that I should go with a Warren winch. Yeah, I like Warren winches. They seem to be, the best winches around. You know, but they're just way too much money. I'm not willing to spend that, $500-$600 on a winch when I don't really need that big of a winch. You know, I don't use my winch. I only use it for plowing snow. I don't really ever use it for anything else because I always use just carry a chain with me. So I figured, well, fuck, I'll just use the chain. I don't really bother with the winch too much, and it gets enough work out during the winter anyway. So, and I can't remember if it was Savage Memorial or it was somebody that I think had suggested to just take the old one back and get it worked on again. And I can't remember who said that though. So it ain't worth it. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you guys that if she's not worth fixing again. She's too far gone. It's not worth it. Because, he'll fix the problems, and then a couple, maybe a month or two later, I'll break something else. It's just wore out. I mean, yeah, that winch isn't like, heavy duty. It's not a big, 4,500 pounder winch, it's, of course, the cheapest winch you could possibly get. I don't really want to upgrade the winch right now, just because I don't really need to. I don't really use winches for anything else. Yeah, players' winches, they kind of, they break right away. And yeah, they are junk. Obviously, look at mine. It's just toast. It's junk. It's no longer fixable. And stuff. So, I mean, if the bastard wants to buy the old one off me, I think if we do a trade, kind of like, I think my mom was telling me about this, we could kind of trade off the old winch, and get a new one. I think that would lower the price of course, the new one. Because we're doing like a trade, I guess, kind of like thing. Like, he'll buy my old one, and then I'm going to go buy his new one. So then he'll just kind of, cut the price down a little bit. So, but I mean, the old winch isn't really worth much. My mom thinks that he'd probably, fix it up and then sell it to somebody else. We'll let him. I don't care. I don't want it. It's unusable. For me, it is. And Savage and Mark said he could fix it. If he lived close enough, he would fix it for me. Or at least take a look. Well, I guess it would be nice, but I mean, she ain't worth it. She's just not worth it anymore. And then he'll have it in the shop for a couple of days, working on it. I don't have time. It's bad enough I have to wait to order it. So, but, and then I think Double O Strike said something about that my new winch, would probably just break right away. It ain't going to break because it's probably going to be even better than this one. And the reason why this one broke was, well, for one thing, I was just so goddamn hard on it. But that was because I didn't have the skid shoes set on the plow. So then the plow, of course, when it would go into a soft spot of grass, then the plow would dig in. And then, of course, it would yank the shit out of my cable. That's how I broke the cable. But see, as it pulls on that cable, it pulls on the brakes too. And then, of course, it causes a shock throughout the braking, all the springs and shit, After a while, it wears them out. Now, I did set the skid shoes on the plow, but I don't think it's good enough, though, because it's kind of still digging in and stuff, so I think that's our kitty cat in the window. Really can't tell. Looks like her. So, but, the old winch is just not worth it. It's not worth the time and the energy to even, have him fix it, take it out, or, put it in. I just want to put a brand new winch in and be done with it. It's bad enough that I have to take this damn thing out. Yeah, I could call Don, or not. Well, I thought his name was Don at one time, but I guess it's something else. But he's still a bastard anyway. I hate him, But I don't think his name was Don. I think it was something else. Maybe Dan. I don't know. It was either one of those. But he's just a cocksucker. You know, I don't want to deal with his bullshit anymore. You know, but everyone's telling me to go back to my dealer and order it off him. You know, I mean, the only reason why I guess I'm agreeing with it is because he's the closest. You know, he's just right down the road. Well, 30 minutes away or so. You know, not bad, but I'm just afraid that when he does order it, you know, he'll tinker with it. Even though he's not that kind of person. You know, I mean, he's fixed Big Red before, and you know, for the starter or the well, it was a rotten wire. You know, and he fixed that, and you know, it seems fine now. So, but you know, it's not him. I think that works on it. Actually, I think it's his crew that works on him. So really, I guess you can't really blame him. It's his people that work for him, like his mechanics. But I still think he's probably sometimes gets involved, and then it's then it's fucked up. You know, it just isn't worth it. You know, guys. I don't know. To me, it just seems like it's the quickest and the easiest to slip in a new one and be done with it. Like, I'm the one that's spending the money, you know. My way of doing stuff is if something breaks, say a winch, if it's a small problem, let's say I break the hook on, like I break the cable, right? Okay, well, that would be an easy fix. I've done it myself, with just a clamp, but they don't really hold forever. You know, I mean, I could take it to him. He could fix it for me. That's an easy fix. But when you get deep down and within the gears and the shafts and everything that's inside the winches, it's just, it gets to be too much of a headache. And then you got to sit there and worry about it. Well, God, is it gonna hold? Is it gonna work after he fixed it? You know. And after he did fix it that one time, and if you guys go watch my other videos, like when he got back, I think it's when he got back, I don't remember, Big Red, but I had to put that winch to use right away. Now, of course, I couldn't do much because the snow was already hard as a rock, couldn't do anything with it, but I tried. And ever since then, after that, I could just tell that there was something wrong. I figured maybe it was because the gears were new, they were a little stiff, and maybe, there was just, maybe it had to break itself in. But, when I had bought the winch brand new, now, of course, he put it in for me. I didn't do it, but he did it. That was when I had bought Big Red. I think when I was looking at him, when he was sitting at the lot, I don't think it had a winch. It just had like a little front thingy on the front, But I said, well, I want to can I get a snow plow with it? And he's like, yeah, you're just going to have to get a winch. And I said, yeah, okay, slap him on. Get what kind of winch you think would be the best, and that's what he gave me at 2,500. So I think there is a 1,500 too, but I think that's for the scramblers. I'm not sure. For the smaller ATVs, that is. I'm glad he didn't give me a 1,500 pounder, because that would be even weaker. But the 2,500 pounder, this guy here, when I was plowing snow, it actually did okay. Well, that was before it had mechanical problems. Before it was just the broken cable. But I managed, to fix that myself. Just by a clamp, obviously. But hell, it worked until I had dug into the ground again, then it pulled it. So, but whatever. Yeah, I would like to get a Warren winch, but they're just, for whatever one I'm going to use it for, it ain't going to be worth it. Now, if I get another Polaris 2,500 pounder, now these are the heavy duty ones now. They don't make the regular ones like mine is. Mine's just like an older style kind of winch. And I'm sure that the new one, the 2,500 HD, I'm sure it would be a little more stronger. I don't know by how much, but, could be a little stronger than what this guy is, Probably, maybe thicker gears and stronger brake pads and, or, whatever's used, whatever, It's probably just made a little better than my winch was. So, but, I forgot what I was talking about. winches, obviously, but, you know, freaking stupid. I just don't think it's worth it, you know, to have that old one fixed. It ain't worth it. I'm getting sick and tired of the breakdowns all the time, and now the damn thing doesn't really even do anything. So I'm not gonna bother with it anymore. I'm done with that fucking winch. I'm so sick of it, you know. Oh yeah, and if I buy a new winch now, now I'm sure I'll get a couple years out of it anyways. But I mean, if I keep breaking these winches every 4 years, then I should definitely tell you something, and that these Polaris winches are not made right. But you know, if I blow this one up, you know, within 4 years, yeah, then it's time to get a Warren winch and see what they're like. But you know, I don't know if a Warren winch would fit. I don't know. It looks like they would, but you know, I'm not willing to spend that kind of money. Now you guys know that I'm getting a lot of money from my great grandma, which, well, you know, she's dead now, but you know, she's just had to put a little bit of money away for all the kids, you know, like me and my sister, you know, and stuff. So, but that doesn't mean, guys, that I want to go spend all that money on Big Red. That's not what I got that money for. I didn't even want to dig into that money for Big Red. I wanted to keep it for the tractor. But it looks like I'll be kind of taking out a little bit out of it, so. And then, you know, for the Polaris 3,500 pounder winch, they're the same as a Warren winch. They're $500-$600. I don't want to spend that kind of money on a winch. I shouldn't have to. You know, if I keep breaking these Polaris winches all the time, then it's time to upgrade to something better. But for now, I'm not going to worry about it. I want to get this season. I want to be able to plow for the season, you know. So, because I already have to get out here and plow, and I'm already getting desperate and waiting around, and I'm getting impatient. I mean, there's not much for snow on the ground right now, but, you know, well, could be, quite a few inches anyway, but not bad. So, but I mean, I have to plow the stuff soon, guys. It's going to start getting hard, and then I won't be able to do anything with it. And then I'll be fucking ramming it and everything. And I should be taking Big Red's winch out. Probably, like right now I should be doing it, so then I have it ready. Well, actually, I still kind of need that winch, and I'm going to wait to the last minute, because you never know. Well, we'll probably get a snowstorm, I bet, on payday. So, I got to be able to scrape. Now, yeah, I could do it without the winch. But see, the thing is that when you take the winch out, you got to drop the frickin' mount too, where the snowplow hook's on. That's all got to come off. That thing was a bitch to put back on last time. Fuck. This is getting to be a lot of bullshit. But you know, whatever. That's the way things go, I guess. They break after a while. But, I just totally seen somebody walking over there. That was freaking retarded. I don't know who the hell would be walking out in the middle of this bullshit, but whatever. So, but I mean, I'm not going to sink, all this kind of money into a winch. I don't do anything else with the winch. I only plow snow with it. I don't use it for, like if I get stuck in the mud, I don't pull trees with it. I don't use my winch for anything besides plowing snow, and that's it. So it's not worth the investment. And yeah, I'm just not happy with it. I don't know what to fucking do, but I gotta do something, because I'm getting sick and tired of waiting around. And the Devil of Strike wanted to know, I guess, like what kind of wires I have running through the winch and stuff. I guess he just wants to know like how thick they are, like, for voltage and crap, but I don't know what the hell they are. I've never looked at them. I don't bother, I'm sure it's good wiring. It's still sending power to the winch, but the winch just doesn't do anything. So, And, the other thing is, too, I don't want to have to rewire Big Red either. I don't want to have to put all that new wiring in him again. I ain't doing that. I ain't made for routing wires through certain things, I'll do it if they're easy to get to, But if they're going to be a pain in the ass, you got to go through this and that and this, and you got to do it 90, fuck that. Big Red's not that easy to work on either. He's a bitch. And it just greasing the goddamn thing's a pain in the ass. So, but I noticed one day, guys, and I hope this isn't going to be a problem now. One day I was going to go to the farm because I had some stuff that I wanted to give to my grandma because I didn't want it anymore. So, well, of course I got to drive Big Red, right? Well, I had him in two-wheel drive. I don't know what the hell was going on. It just seemed like the belt was awful stiff and it didn't want to bend right. It just, you can feel that, It's like when you sit on the machine, you can feel that. It's like you become one with the machine, which a lot of guys do get that kind of, feeling. It's just like, they become one with the machine, so then you can understand it. But, it just didn't seem like that belt was working right. Like it was awful stiff, and I thought, oh Christ, it's going to break. But I mean, it was so weird because just, like a few days before that, I had driven him to plow snow. Of course, I do low range and four-wheel drive because of the ice and stuff. So, but then as I got him, I was driving him slow too, because I didn't want to, because, just in case I should break something, I don't want to have to, right to a halt. I could just kind of ease him down. So I was going kind of slow, going there, and it seemed like it was kind of starting to loosening up. Getting back to the way it should. So then I drove it around some more, and then I took the cans up to the little recycle dumpster thingy. And, it got looser and looser, but every now and then it just seemed like he was still getting a little stiff, but I can't remember if it did that last year too. I don't remember him doing it the first year, like the very first year that, that I had bought him. I mean, you wouldn't think that the belts would get stiff because, well, for one, it's inside of a garage and it's got a cover on it. I mean, yeah, it still gets cold, I guess, but, you wouldn't think that bad. So then I said, well, I'm going to, warm this belt up. So then I ended up doing some donuts on the road and skidding. So I had a little bit of fun with Big Red yesterday, I think it was. So I was doing some donuts and I even did a 360. And I was doing all that in two-wheel drive, so then all the work would be on the back tires, and on the belt, so it would warm that belt up. I went through some snow banks and stuff, and they weren't that hard and they weren't that tall, so I went through all that okay with, even just being in two-wheel drive, I did pretty good. So, but I don't know if that's just because maybe the belt is shifting now and maybe the belt shrinks in the winter for the first few weeks, when it starts getting really cold. That maybe she'll not do that anymore. I don't know. I can't remember if it did it last year or not. And I can't remember when that belt's due for a replacement, and I ain't fucking doing it. I'm gonna call the jackass. He can deal with it. I'm not. I actually did try to take on Big Red, where the belt is on the left side of the machine. When you take the tire off, then you have a damn bar in the way. Well, that fucking bar is on there so goddamn tight that I can't bust that fucker free. So, I'm just going to let it go. And then, I guess either when it's due for a replacement or until I blow it, then I'll have it changed. But for now, it's just going to have to keep going. I think it's due, the belt replacement, I think it's due at 5,000 miles. I can't remember if it was 5,000 miles or 500 hours, but it sure can't be 500 hours because I'm well over 500 hours now. It's probably 5,000 miles. I guess, depending on use. But, like I said, I have been using him quite a bit. So, I don't know, I'd have to go look back and look in the book again. So, but, whatever. Fuck it. My theory is just to run until she fucking blows. So, whatever. Getting kind of sick of these damn breakdowns all the time, and then you got one problem on top of another. When will I ever get time to get anything else fixed? Like Big Red's winch should never would have happened. Should have never happened. Because I kind of wanted to spend money and either fixing up the shop, fixing up my house, which is really is the main thing, and there comes the car right there. So, I mean, when do I get free time? Why do I always have to deal with breakdowns? Yeah, it's just a part of life. I mean, if you're using your machines a lot, you're gonna have problems. But that winch bullshit should have never happened. Now I'm gonna be behind on stuff. I just want time to myself and time to spend. I want money to spend on my house and my shop. I don't want to spend it on anything else. That's just that neighbor that lives in the trees. There's another one coming now, coming out of the trees there now too. Two of them. They're coming down that road. I mean, you see the first one turned into the trees. But I guess it's whenever it happens. I guess it's when it happens. When I ever get some free time. Now I did. Like I had bought in that plexiglass for the basement. That was a start. I still got many more to do, of course. But one every now and then I would have done. So yeah, that car is turning in the trees too. So, but everyone's telling me to go with a bigger and badder winch, and just. Well, I guess for one, because they last apparently longer. Well, yeah, I'm sure they do. But I don't want to make that big and damn investment right now. I can't. It's not the way I wanted to really do things. So, I just want to get another simple winch, another 2,500. And be done with it, Fuck it. It's only going to be... if it lasts me another 4 years... It might last me a wee bit longer now. Just because, I had set the skid shoes. I still might set them again. I don't think I'm going to do it now this year, but it seems fine on the driveway, but once you get in the grass, I don't know. It's a little, well, I can't tell because I don't have a winch, so I can't really adjust the plow any. It's just the weight of the plow's on the ground, and that's it. So, but whatever. The sooner I can get Big Red fixed, the better. I'm so sick and tired of looking at this broken winch. And don't say it, I know. Yeah, I should have gotten Big Red fixed way before winter, but, of course, stupid me kept spending the money on tools. So, there's only one person you can blame, and that, of course, would be this guy you're looking at right now. So, whatever, it's already done. Tools are already on their way. I already bought in tools, So, yeah, you guys are going to say the video games ain't worth it. Well, whatever. I don't think like you guys, So, I just wanted, you guys can suggest the shit, but, don't be a smart ass about it. I mean, nobody has been a smart ass to me. Everyone's been saying it nicely, which is nice. I appreciate it, But if you're going to be a goddamn dick about it, fuck it. I'm just going to delete it. Delete your goddamn comment. So, but anyways, I think we'll get Big Red back up and running pretty quick here, hopefully. If either my grandma or my sister will take me to my aunt's house, we'll go grab that CD thing, and then off to the bank we go. So, but these days have been going by kind of fast, and I wish that was kind of something else that didn't happen either. So, but you know, I guess right now I want it to, because I want it to get as close as possible to the bank day. You know, payday is just kind of right around the corner again. So, excuse me. So, I guess we'll get some shit done there. Then there too. So, but I do have a few things to get at the hardware. I do have to get. I'm gonna get maybe a couple of cans of WD-40. I should start stocking up on that shit. And I'm gonna see if that guy sells that air tool oil. I should get a bottle of that shit. Even if I won't be. I mean, I won't be using it this spring anyway. But you might as well if it's cheap. I mean, if it's gonna cost me $15 for, say, this big of a bottle, it ain't worth it then. Now, I could see it maybe being a big ass bottle, $15, then it would be okay, but, whatever. So, we'll see what the prices are. And, oh yeah, I'm going to buy a roll of plastic, like the really thick stuff, like this stuff up here. Because when I work on Big Red, of course, well, yeah, because after payday, that's, it's like a day before I have to go and get the new winch. I'll probably call like ahead of time. I probably might even call on the, I don't know. It's a couple days before I actually go to the bank. And then maybe I'll have him order it. And then I'll say, well, I'll be in on a certain day to pick her up and pay for it. So yeah, well, for taking out the winch, what I want to do is I want to get a roll of plastic. And then I'm going to take one of these heaters. I don't dare use this guy because he still needs a little bit of work yet. I guess whenever I get around to working on that, I will. But I'll probably take this guy and see if I can rig up some kind of a tent where I can heat it. I don't want to get it scorching hot. I just want to, so I'm not minus 40, just so I'm more comfortable. And I'll just cover up Big Red and that, and then maybe I'll use it like a chair or something. I do have a chair out there in the garage. Cats like to sit on it. And then I've got a couple of sticks, crap like that where I can just rig up a tent. And then I'll, heat it up for a little while, and then as it warms up, then I can crawl underneath there and work on Big Red. Because last year I had to work on Big Red in the wintertime, and it was just not fun at all. I wasn't in a hurry for it, so, well, actually kind of in a way I was, but I don't like working in the wintertime. Now, if the shop was heatable, then I probably would work on stuff. I would work on Big Red back here, but fuck it. He's up there, so I'm just gonna work on him up there. It's not worth it to come back here and do anything. So, the lighting would be a little better in here. I still got to get that other light, and that's in my wish list too. I might buy that. Maybe once the snow starts melting, I'll buy that other light. So, I think I could run both lights off this new extension cord. That's why I had gotten this new extension cord. Because this one has the triple plugins, and I need to be able to run 2 lights off that. I think I could run, I could run 3 things off that, but, I think just the 2 lights would be fine. That's all I would need anyways, so, because I want a little more light, like right there kind of light thing. So that when you're working on stuff, it's a little, it'll possibly be a little brighter in here too, even in the wintertime. So, that'll be maybe in spring. They don't have them on back order again. I thought that was a fucking motorcycle. Like, are you drunk? You're driving a goddamn motorcycle in minus 20 degree weather? No, it feels like minus 20 to 22 now because I'm cold, so. But, whatever. So. But yeah, I'm just not willing to spend that kind of money, guys. I don't want to. I don't really want to. Let me get another 4 years out of that new winch, I might as well. If it breaks, it ain't going to break within, 2 years. I don't really see that happening. The cable, yeah, I could see the cable breaking, but, I don't think it will, once I get the skid shoe set a little better, it'll be a little better, But that was another reason why I had, like, that winch, I had always kept the cable kind of tight, just so, if it did dig in, then the winch would stop it, and and of course that would probably kind of, sometimes it would kick it back out, so then I would kind of just, take off again, so, but yeah, I'm not willing to spend that kind of money. $500-600 for a winch, it ain't really worth it, guys. I don't really need a big heavy duty winch. So I'm just gonna stick with the Polaris 2500. If this thing breaks in 4 years again, then there's obviously a fucking problem with them. But then that's when I will switch over to Warren or something, a little better. I'm just not willing to do it right now. I just want to get this done and over with, I want to save that money for the tractor. So, and I'm still thinking about that if I even should fucking do it. So, put the 3-point hitch in the PTO. But that won't be happening now. It'll probably be happening probably by Christmas again. Next Christmas, Because once the grass starts growing, it's going to take off. And I'm going to need that mower. So I might as well just wait until after July. When it kind of, slows down a little bit. I could have it even done in November. Sometime again. Because like I said, I'm not in a hurry for it. And then another thing too, that I was looking at the Land Pride quick hitches. I think I said this in the other part of the other video. Those damn things are fucking heavier than the other one. I'm kind of thinking maybe I should just go without a goddamn quick hitch. I mean, Jesus. Is there any quick hitches that are light enough, the Nortrax are okay, but, I don't know what to fucking do. I can't do anything until I can get until I know what my 3-point hitch can even do. I'm just not going to really bother really looking. I got to get that done and out of the way. So, but yeah. I'll still be plowing bigger. I'll be plowing snow with Big Red for probably a couple more years. So, but whatever. That's fine. Big Red got the job done every time. When he got the really heavy wet stuff, it was a bitch. But that was kind of before I had rear weights, and then I got plenty of them now. So I doubt that I would ever use all that. Maybe 4 or 5 of them. That'd be it. So, and I haven't put any weight on yet on Big Red either. There's no need to because there's not much for snow right now. So, I'll probably have to grab a couple. I probably should have grabbed a couple, but whatever. I know where they are if I need them. So, but yeah. But anyways, guys, I figured I'll just tell you guys that I'm not doing that. I'm not getting a bigger winch. Savage No More thinks it's okay. If I did get like a 3,000 or a 3,500 pounder winch, that the wiring that's in there now could run it. It probably could. I don't know. And this Double Strike wanted to know something on the wiring. Well, I don't fucking know. I don't ever look. And I don't even know if it would even say any, like where the hookups are. Like how much it is, like how much voltage and stuff that goes through it, I mean, that could be halfway down the wire, and I ain't gonna be able to see that, So, I mean, I could ask, but it ain't. Fuck it. Who cares? I just want a new winch. That's all I want. I don't want no damn special $1 million winch or anything. I just want something that's gonna get the fucking job done for this year and for the next couple of years. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I gotta be ready for this because last year it was a bitch. Should have had this winch fixed last summer, or even before winter even come. Should have had that damn thing fixed, but I didn't. So now I gotta deal with the bullshit. So, but I'm not getting no 3,500-pounder winch. I'm not getting no Warren winch. It ain't gonna happen. I mean, you know, I don't want to spend that kind of money on a fucking winch that I'm only gonna use it to plow snow with. Now, if I was gonna pull Savage No More's pickup truck out of the ditch, you know, for coming down here, you know, then I could see you getting a 3,500-pound winch. Because a 2,500 probably wouldn't have enough balls to pull them out. No, it depends on how steep the ditches are, really. Like, you know, like the neighbor's ditch here, it really isn't that bad. So, you know, my 2,500 could pull him out easy. But, you know, if he were to go into this guy's ditch over here, which you can't see because there's no light, but, you know, that's just a straight drop down, you know. 2,500 would never be able to get you out of that. 3,500 probably could, but, you know. Like, I'm just saying as an example, you know, if I was doing that kind of stuff, then I could see, then I could see, you know, going with a bigger winch, but for a little bit of bullshit that I'm dealing with, it just, you know, it's not worth it to make that kind of investment. But, you know, you guys are going to say, well, you might regret it, you know. Well, it's my problem. I'll deal with it, you know. And, you know, and it seems to be fine, you know, like when I had this winch, you know, I got four seasons out of it. So it's not bad, but I mean, I should have gotten many years out of that winch. But, you know, when you use things a lot, they do break down. So, but really, guys, it's just a lot easier just to get a new winch than to even have this, to even attempt to fix this old one. If I do get a winch, a new one, and if he doesn't want the old one, and maybe you guys want to buy it off me, then I don't give a fuck. You guys want to fix it up and use it for your own ATV, or if Savage No More wants to throw in the bed of his truck and have a winch there too, go ahead. I don't give a fuck. I don't want the stupid damn thing anyway, because I know it's just going to break down. Like, well, that's if he doesn't want it. But if he wants to buy it off me, then he can have it. You know, winches wear out very quick. They're not made very well. You know, any winch, even if it's a Warren winch, it'll have problems eventually. It just depends on how much you use them and what you're using them for, you know, and it's just, you know, crap like that. That's why I want to ditch the fucking thing. And then NY After 6 asked if they had made a plow with like with a manual lift thingy, like a handheld one. They do, but it's just that you would have to change that setup. All that front crap have to come off. Put all their new crap on. You know, fuck that. It's a waste of fucking time and money. It'd be less, to buy a winch than it would be to, you know, put that new plow on. Like, I'm trying to look at it the cheap way. Because I want to save a little bit of money, you know. So I mean, I'll probably get another 4 or 5 years out of the new one. So that's fine. 4 or 5 years, I can spend the money on something else. And if I do break the winch, it'll get fixed right away, or I'll just get a new one again. So I'm just sick and tired of looking at this old winch. You know, it's just not worth the damn thing anymore. It ain't worth the investment to fix it. And fuck it. It's wore out. It's done. Just play it out. So, but you know, whatever. It's starting to snow again. The hell. Freaking knobs. I don't know what the point of that was, mother. I don't know. She was doing something with the back door here. I think she was locking her up for the night. I go through the front door. Back door is a joke. It's falling apart. So, but yeah. But anyways, guys, you know, it's just wanted to tell you guys that it ain't worth it. I'm not going to attempt to fix it. Don't say it anymore. You know, I'm just gonna get me a new one. It's the easiest way, the quickest way for me to get out of this bullshit again. This pipe's worth to fall out of the thing. There. That pipe was about ready to, I don't know if you guys can see it with the pipe there. It was about ready to fall right out of the city thing here. So, but you know, fuck it. I'll give me a new winch, boys. That's it. That's the bottom line. I don't really, I don't need a big winch. I'm sorry to have to repeat it again, but I just want you guys to understand that it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it to fix the old one. It ain't worth it to buy a bigger one because I don't need a big giant winch. I just want a simple winch that will, another 2,500 pounder. It'll work for now. I got enough problems to deal with. I don't have time to keep running around buying winches everywhere either. Like Savage No More told me to get the one from his website, wherever, forget what the brand was, but he had given me a link to one. And then there was that one from Northern Tools. That one probably would have worked if I just would have flipped it around. But stupid fucking me didn't realize it, so I probably never would have been in this problem. Because honestly, guys, it looked like it probably would have fit, but I just don't think I flipped it around the right way. I ain't good with winches. I'm not good at this kind of crap, but I'm learning. So, but it just takes time. It takes time for me to learn. I don't have the biggest brain in the world. I ain't the smartest guy in the world, so it takes time for me to learn this bullshit. So, but whatever. We'll get her done eventually. So. That's all I'm going to say, pretty much. Just want to tell you guys about the winch bullshit and then that game bullshit. My sister did order the GoPro camera, so I am getting one. I guess it's going to her workplace instead of my place. Well, for one, it's for Christmas anyway. So, but she don't have anything going to her place. Because, well, for one, she lives out of an apartment, and everyone there is a joke. The last time my sister had bought something, no, actually, let me re-say that. My mom had bought something for my sister for her birthday, I think, and she had shipped it to her apartment place, and some dumb bitch fucking stole it. Because when the UPS guy comes, they don't put the package or anything at their door, or they don't knock on the door or nothing. They just leave it at the mailbox thing at when you would first walk into the building, and then there would be all the mailboxes in the building, right? So they would just throw all the packages and stuff on the floor, and that was it. And then people can take off with them. I mean, it wasn't a very expensive item anyway. I don't know what it was, but it was cheap. But got stolen. And my sister bought herself a 40-inch flat screen TV. That's coming to my place too, because she don't want it stolen or anything, so it's coming to my place too. Which I told her it was fine, I don't give a fuck, just as long as I know that it's coming, So yeah. But Savage No More said he didn't want to get a GoPro. Because his camera that he uses now is waterproof and everything. Yeah, but see, man, the thing is too, you're kind of limited to what you can do with the camera. There's only so much I can do with this goddamn thing. Like, I can't mount it to my head or nothing. I can't mount it really to anything unless you make the damn mounts yourself. But see, with a GoPro camera, you can stick it on anything pretty much. And you can strap it to your head, so then, like, if you're, say, doing a chainsaw video, you could have both hands. I suppose if Savage No More really wanted to do that kind of videotaping, like, say, if he wanted to cut a tree down, but he can't hold on to the camera and the thing at the same time, he could just, make something for it too. But that's why I'm just saying that maybe you should someday get a GoPro camera too, because you can do a lot with them. You can stick them wherever you want. But, I'm not telling you to go do it. I'm just, saying if you wanted to, you could get one. But, you don't have to. I don't care if you do or not anyway. I'm just saying it, So, But those GoPro cameras, they are nice, So of course some people think they're crappy, but I think they're all right. So, but we're gonna give her a try, boys, and see what this GoPro cameras are like. And I think it's gonna be kick-ass too, because another thing too, guys, I can give you guys shots of Big Red that I've never been able to do before. I've tried to do it before, but I had to get redneckers with a couple 2x4s and some rubber straps and nails. It did work, but stupid, but and then I can give you guys other shots that you guys have never even seen before. Like, let's say if somebody wanted to see, well, for an example, the drive shaft on Big Red spinning, as I go through all the fields and stuff, I can mount the goddamn thing there in the fender, or somewhere around there, and there you go. There's your shot of the damn drive shaft spinning. Like, I'm just telling you guys an example, but that's what you can do with a GoPro camera. They're a little bit smaller. They can fit in tight, places. There's a car coming. Oh shit. So, and that totally looks like my grandma's car now. Might be my uncle. I think he's probably going up to get a pack of cigarettes. Ah, quit your smoking. Shit. Yeah. Time to get back on the cigarettes again, too. So, well, smoking's not good for you either, but, when you're kind of in a lot of stress, that's why you would smoke, because you're trying to get rid of the damn stress, So, like, I'm not really in stress, it's just that I'm pissed off, and I hate everything, and certain people piss me off. And no, it ain't none of you guys on YouTube that piss me off. It's just, other people around here that piss me off. Like the guy that works on my winch. He pisses me off quite a bit, so. I have no face. Oh, I do now, a little bit. Whatever. But anyways, guys, I think I'm going to take off for today. I do apologize for another long vid. Just wanted to let you guys know that getting a bigger winch is not going to happen. I just want another 2,500 pounder. I'll be fine with it. I'm just going to try to take a little bit better care of it so that it doesn't break down on me right away. As long as I set those skid shoes, I think I'm okay. Then I won't have any problems. So, well, guys, I'm going to take off for today. So, I guess have a good day and stuff. So, yeah. I guess thanks for watching. Have a good day, tubes. See you guys later.